You know, we spend so much of our lives thinking about money, earning it, spending it, definitely worrying about it. But what if I told you the single most important factor for building wealth has absolutely nothing to do with how smart you are? Well, let's dive into that.
So let me ask you straight up, what's the #1 skill for getting rich? Is it being a genius with a super high IQ, a wizard at picking stocks, maybe an expert with those complex spreadsheets? I bet you have an answer in your head. But whatever you're thinking, the reality is probably something totally different.
See, on one side, you've got what we've all been taught, the idea that financial success is this hard science, right? It's all about what you know, the technical skills you have. But the reality, according to Morgan Housel's incredible work, is that it's actually a soft skill. It's not about what you know, it's all about how you behave. And believe me, that simple little shift in focus, well, it changes everything.
So, let's get ready to challenge some of our deepest beliefs about how money really, truly works. This one idea right here is the heart of it all. Just think about it for a second. A completely ordinary person with zero special financial training, but who has control over their emotions, can actually outperform a certified genius who doesn't. That's a total paradigm shift.
Now, to really get this, we have to accept a super important point. No one is crazy. The person who buys lottery tickets and the person who buys index funds, they're both making decisions that feel perfectly rational to them. Why? Because it's all based on their own unique life experiences with money, risk, and what they see as a reward. Your personal history with money matters way more than any textbook ever will.
All right, let's see how this whole behavior beats brains thing actually plays out with 3 powerful, kind of mind-bending examples from the real world.
Our brains are just wired for this simple shortcut. If something looks expensive, the person who owns it must be rich. So we see that flashy car, the gigantic house, and we instinctively think, wow, that person has a lot of wealth.
But hang on a second. Let's just stop and ask a simple question. Is that what wealth really is? I mean, is the person driving that $100,000 car actually wealthy? Or are they just, well, $100,000 poorer than they were before they bought it?
And this leads us to our first big truth. True wealth isn't what you see, it's the money you don't spend. It's all the hidden stuff, the savings, the investments that are quietly working for you, growing in the background. Real wealth is the stuff you don't see.
Now for truth number 2, and this one is all about how we think about genius. Okay, take Warren Buffett. We all assume his success comes from just being the smartest investor in the room, right? But his real superpower, it isn't his intelligence, it's his patience. His secret weapon is time. Get this number, over 80%. That's how much of Warren Buffett's entire fortune was earned after he was old enough to get Social Security benefits. Now that's not because he got smarter with age, it's because his secret weapon, compounding, just had decades and decades to work its magic. This shows us something so important. Good investing isn't about getting the absolute highest returns. It's about getting pretty good returns that you can just stick with for the longest possible time.
This brings us to a really fascinating paradox, our third big truth. The skills that help you get wealthy are often the complete opposite of the skills you need to stay wealthy. Getting rich might take big risks, a ton of optimism, but keeping that wealth, that takes humility and a healthy dose of fear that it could all disappear just as fast as it came.
So we've kind of seen how to build wealth through our behavior. But what about the why? Why should we even do it? I'll bet the answer isn't what you're thinking.
The ultimate dividend that money pays is just one thing: freedom. The highest form of wealth is being able to wake up every single morning and say, I can do whatever I want today. It's not about the fancy car, it's about having control over your own calendar. That's the real prize. So, how do we actually put all of this into practice? Well, it all comes down to a few simple but really powerful behaviors.
Okay, so here's your new playbook. First, save consistently. The habit itself is way more important than the amount. Next, stop trying to be perfect. Just focus on avoiding the big, catastrophic mistakes. And this one is crucial. You have to define what enough means for you. That's how you get off the treadmill of just wanting more and more. Then, always prioritize your independence over trying to show off with status. And finally, please remember this: comparison is the thief of joy. Your financial journey is yours and yours alone.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to really think about. When you look at your own financial life, what is your money really for? Is it buying you a life with more autonomy and more control over your own time? Or is it just buying you more stuff? The answer to that, well, it could change everything.